Welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy. I'm the keeper of the home here at 4D Farms, where we are all about faith, family, home, and farm. I hope you find something on our channel that will encourage you and inspire you on your journey. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, hit like and subscribe, and be sure to turn that little notifications bell on so you'll get notified every time a brand new video is uploaded. We hope to see you in each and every one. Thanks for watching. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another day in the life. Hanging out with me here on the farm. Y'all, in the summertime, it gets bright really early in the morning, and as soon as that sun comes up and filters into our bedroom, I am wide awake. 6 o'clock in the morning. It's time to get my day started. I hope this video helps inspire you and motivates you to start your day. And just come along with me today and we'll get some things done together. But first, I want to tell y'all the reason why I get up and make my bed first thing every morning when my feet hit the floor. I want y'all to look up a video of a former United States Navy Admiral by the name of William H. McRaven and listen to his motivational speech about making his bed. I enjoy doing this every morning because it helps get my day started by already giving me some motivation and giving me the feel of, ooh, that's one thing checked off my list today. My bedroom looks a little nicer. I believe I can do this today. I can adult today. It gives me already a sense of accomplishment. When I walk back into that room again, it's going to look fresh and attended to. My husband helps me make up the bed sometimes. Sometimes he's already woke up before me. Sometimes we wake up together and we'll just make it together right at the same time. He knows how to make a bed, y'all. He was in the Marines. Our son is in the military. He has thanked me for showing him how to make his bed. If you know, you know. Then I make my way to the kitchen. On the way in, I say good morning to dear hubby sitting on the couch, who is already sitting there enjoying his cup of coffee. A lot of times when we wake up together, while I'm making the bed, he will go start our coffee for us and make both of our coffees. But on the mornings that he wakes up before me, he'll get up quietly, make his. When I wake up, I'll come and make mine. And it just, wakes you up, soothes the soul, where you can get your day started. For me, it does anyway. I don't know what y'all drink in the mornings. Let's get to sipping on this. Then I sit down, get my nest all made, and I like to sit and read my devotions and have my prayer time quietly before my day starts. After I have got my liquid courage and motivation for the day through that cup of coffee, and I've had my devotions and prayer time, I manage to get up and it's time to get ready. Some days, y'all, I can look like a busted can of biscuits. Because there may be some days I just may not be motivated. We all have those days. But then there's days when I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be defeated today. I want to just kind of put myself together just a little bit. And it just helps boost your self-esteem just a little bit. Ladies, I want to talk to you just for a minute. Our beauty does not come from all this makeup we put on our face. All these facial moisturizers, powders, foundations, concealers, cover-ups. Our beauty comes from within. That means the kind of person we are, our character, and what our heart looks like. But sometimes, and I know our husbands tell us, you don't have to wear all this makeup to look beautiful. You're beautiful to me. And I love it when my husband tells me that. I know he's sincere. But there is just something about at least just maybe putting on just a little bit of mascara, a little bit of lipstick that just helps boost our self-esteem. Young ladies, teenage girls, if you think that you have to put on all this makeup to make yourself beautiful so you can attract some little feller or some dude or some man, you are sadly deceiving yourself. If a man cannot see your inner beauty, that's a red flag. It should be. I want you to see that you can be a God's girl and your beauty should be found within. But it's okay if you want to put on just a little, just to make yourself feel put together, boost your self-esteem, and just give you a little more confidence. I remember my grandmother on days where, especially on Sundays, or on days that she was just going to town. I remember the days that she would grab a tube of lipstick and dot it on her cheeks. Y'all, that used to be their blush, especially back in the Depression eras during the World War II days. And then she would put on just a little dab of lipstick. That she made that one tube of lipstick serve two purposes, blush and lipstick. And she just looked so beautiful and put together. I remember my mother would not leave the house or go anywhere without some makeup on. And I had the two most beautiful, influential women in my life. And I just kind of want to just follow in their footsteps. I may not be as beautiful as they are, but like I said, ladies, it's what's in your heart, your character, and your inner beauty. Don't think that you have to cover everything up and disguise yourself to attract that person, especially you teenage girls. Let a man show you he respects you for who you are inside and out, and you don't have to have all that. Please see how beautiful you are to the Lord too. He created you to be exactly who you are. I also wanted to say that there's days that I also just want to look nice for my husband too. I mean, I must have done something right to catch his eye. So I also just want to look put together some days for him, just to keep that spark alive. First thing on my agenda for today was laundry. We don't let our laundry pile up. It's just the two of us the majority of the time. And a lot of times we do the laundry together. We have like 3 baskets or tubs, as you saw. One is for colors, one is for towels and whites, and I have a little bitty one that's like for delicates like my undies or for baby's clothes. And whoever notices a laundry basket that is full first, that's the first one we will wash and get it in there. And we both pitch in and help do the laundry. I've never had to ask my husband to help do the laundry. It's just something we just do together. We work as a team in our house. So that's basically our laundry system, and I'm going to wipe it out first thing this morning. While laundry's going, off to the kitchen we go. Y'all, I've got my to-do list on my little dry erase board on my refrigerator. One of the projects I'm going to be doing today is boiling up a bunch of eggs because the granddaughters has requested some pickled eggs, and I just so happen to have some brine left over. But first, I'm going to get me and dear hubby some breakfast started. A lot of times I have make-ahead breakfasts already in the refrigerator or the freezer, but this morning dear hubby wants some fresh fried eggs, so I'm going to make us up some of those, and it's going to go with some biscuits that I've already got made, and I'm just going to pull those out of the freezer right here. So breakfast is going to be quick and easy this morning, and then we're going to have some strawberry jam and some jelly to go with them. All right, let's get these eggs to going. I like putting that cutting board on top of my stove, y'all, to protect my glass top. We're going to start getting these eggs fried up. I just want to get a little assembly line. We're going to have some of dear hubby's deer bacon he made. Y'all got to go check out that video, his deer bacon video. It's on our Processing's Meats playlist. Gonna get my area fixed up here, get the heat going on my cast iron skillet. Get everything where I can reach it. Did I mention my second project for the day? Oh yes, we got tomatoes to process. Y'all remember all those tomatoes that was in my freezer? I drug them out last night for them to all defrost. Project number 3, some more strawberry jam, sugar-free with Pomona's pectin. Y'all, I told y'all I had a list to do today. I don't always wear an apron, but I do throw a towel over my shoulder a lot of times just to wipe my sticky, nasty hands on. While I was inside doing my thing, dear hubby was obviously outside doing his thing, and he just brought these in. Looks like we got another project. Now he's going to sit down and cool off a little bit while I make us some breakfast. Bless his little heart. Alright, let's get these eggs to frying up in my cast iron. It's good and warm now, good and hot now. You want to start with an already hot cast iron skillet, and then drop your butter or your oil in there. This helps keep it from being so sticky, y'all, especially when you're frying eggs. We're going to drop some eggs in here. That sometimes he likes my make-ahead breakfast where we can just grab and go and do our own things in the mornings and go about our business like we both did this morning. We divided and we conquered this morning. And he's like, you know what? I'll go outside and I'll pick all that stuff for you and bring them in for you if you'll make me some breakfast. So bless his heart, he's cooling off on the couch. It was hot outside. So now he's coming in, getting him some water, rehydrating, while I get these eggs good and fried up for us. While the eggs are frying up real quick, now's the time for me to get some eggs in a big old pot and get them onto the stove, ready to get them boiled to make those delicious pickled eggs for those grandbabies. Y'all, anytime I have leftover brine from a pickling project, I will save it and I will store it in a glass jug, and I'll put it to use doing something else. Comes in handy for quick projects like this, and we do love our pickled eggs around here. Got the eggs on the boil. Eggs are done. Now we're going to get these all plated up. I like to fix his plate for him sometimes, y'all. It's just a nice gesture. Y'all, the man makes some awesome deer bacon. If y'all haven't seen any of his videos on our Processing Meats playlist, y'all really need to go check them out. He can do some awesome things with our deer that we harvest. Let's see, pork butts, what briskets. Y'all, he shows you how to break down a brisket and the price differences per pound. Yeah, y'all need to go check them out. He's a stinking genius. And he also has a video on processing a chicken, cutting it up, breaking it down. And I think he even does a price variations on that one for y'all too. Y'all, I have to talk him into doing some of them videos, y'all. I have to sweet talk him. Give him a few little kisses and say, pretty please. You have a lot of information that people can use. He finally comes around to seeing things my way. Y'all, that's his last jar of strawberry jam, sugar-free with the Pomona's pectin. That's why I've got to make another batch today for him. I heated us up those biscuits I pulled out of the freezer. I can have the jelly with the sugar. He has to have the sugar-free jams and jellies. So that's why I got to make another batch today. We're going to sit down. We're going to have some adult conversations, talk about our day, our projects for the day, and just enjoy our good country breakfast this morning. We've had our breakfast. I've cleaned the kitchen up. Y'all, now it's time to get real and get busy. Dear hubby brought my roasting pan in there for me. All those tomatoes that I had defrosting. Y'all, I already took them out of the bags, strained the juice off, threw them over into my roasting pan, and now I'm putting my seasonings in there. Y'all, I do not have measurements of how I do this. Y'all know me. Sometimes when I'm cooking, I got seasonings flying everywhere, and I just eyeball it until the spice people say, that's enough, my child. Okay, I eyeball it just till it feels right in my soul, okay? So I'm sorry. If you want to know and see a complete video on how we process our tomatoes, I've got several videos of different ways that we process our tomatoes on my canning and preserving playlist. So go check out all of those. I process them different ways. So I'm just going to keep getting my seasonings in here. Yep, had to put on an apron for this now because I'm messing with really juicy red tomatoes. So we're going to get this first batch going. Y'all know those tomatoes dear hubby brought in that morning with him? Y'all, while I've got my roaster out and I'm doing tomatoes, I'm just going to go ahead and throw these in the works today with the other tomatoes. I'm just going to get them all washed and rinsed and get ready to start processing them. Why not? I've already got my stuff out. Ooh, y'all, I got all those tomatoes washed off, rinsed, set over there to drain a little bit. I've been separating them according to what I want to do with this next batch. I held out some for some fresh eating or some roasted tomatoes, and got all them cut up, got my seasonings in this second roaster that dear hubby got out for me. Got all those tomatoes where I want them, got them ready, got them going. We're going to just let them slow roast in these two roasters the rest of the day on low. I'm getting my kitchen prepared for the next step. Y'all, we ain't forgot about those pickled eggs or that strawberry jam. I'm getting ready to get the pickled eggs going, get them prepared, and get the strawberry jam prepared and get them in the jars. I've just got to clean my kitchen first. So we're just going to get everything prepped and prepared for the next step. I've been a busy little bee, y'all. I got the strawberry jam ready to go for later. I got the pickled eggs ready and prepped. Look at that cute little jar. Y'all, I'm wiping down one more time. I like to keep my cutting boards really good and clean. I'm going to give these tomatoes a good stir in both roasters. Remember, now I got two roasters going. So I'm going to get this one all stirred up, kind of start breaking the skins up a little bit. Y'all, on this tomato, this type of tomato that I grow, we leave the skins on and we love it. So I'm just going to stir these around, get the seasonings good and incorporated really good. Just going to let these slow roast. I'm going to move to this one now. Going to do the same thing. Very hot. Ooh, these are about to bubble over, y'all. Ooh-wee. Look how full those roasting pans are. I'm going to give this one a good stir. I'm just trying to be very gentle. Y'all, this thing is bubbled up. I'm just trying to be gentle. That just goes to show you how full it is. Make sure the seasonings get all incorporated. And we're just going to let these slow roast. I'm still cleaning my kitchen as I go, y'all. Y'all, I think we are fixing to call it a day for the first half of the day. I'm going to go ahead and save the okra. I'm going to pick up and do on that later. Just might as well go ahead and get it done today. We're going to call it quits for the first half of the day, and we are both going to go take a nappy. Dear hubby likes to take naps too, y'all. So this completes the first half of our day. I will get to the rest of the things after we have a nappy. Right now we're exhausted and we'll get up for round 2. We are up for our nap and we are ready for round 2. And our oldest son has gotten off of work and came to the house and now working with Dad, getting some farm equipment moved because we are changing paddocks and moving the cows to another part of the pasture. So while they're outside doing their thing, I'm getting inside ready to do my thing. So they're going to be moving this equipment over to the next paddock and getting ready to move some cows. Meanwhile, on the inside of the house, I got busy with that little mess of okra that dear hubby brought into me this morning. So now we're going to get eggs, strawberry jam, and pickled okra ready to go in the water bath. And when I can go ahead and combine some of these and do them together because they have the same amount of minutes processing time. Okay? And I am going to go ahead and water bath my jam just for the security of knowing that the jars will be sealed. So I don't think the jam processes as long as the other things. So some things will come out before others. But I'm going to get this first batch ready and in the canner and start going. I have been cleaning the kitchen and working on some other things while those were in the water bath processing. I've already taken out some of the strawberry jam. Now I'm going to take out some of the pickled eggs, and then when the okra gets done, I will take that out. I've been working on cleaning my kitchen, scrubbing down my sink, and y'all, during this time too, I also, while I was just waiting, I took this time to go ahead and whip up a quick batch of my homemade granola that goes on my yogurt, and it's sitting right on the counter right there beside me, already mixed and ready and prepared on a lined baking sheet with parchment paper. And I've got my oven preheating, and that will be ready to go in the oven as soon as the oven is finished preheating. So see y'all, I'm multitasking today. I didn't show mixing the granola and getting all that done because I've already got a couple of videos on that. So I didn't include it in this video so that way you wouldn't be watching it 2 or 3 times. So I'm just gonna, now I think the okra is the last thing to come out. and we're going to let that finish doing its thing. We're fixing to get that in the oven, and I'm looking like, yeah, I have to talk to myself and think, yeah, I was remembering what I was doing. Let's get back to cleaning my sink. Y'all, I am so glad that we chose to put a deep single holding farm, whatever you call this kind of sink, like a farmhouse sink, and it doesn't have the divider. This has come in so handy with bringing in garden produce, and I'm able to just dump it 5-gallon buckets. I think it will hold two, three, or up to 4 5-gallon buckets of produce. And it's been such a lifesaver when it is time to get the produce in here, wash it, take care of it, dry it, put it over there I'll just have everything off of my island, throw a towel down or some old bed sheets, and oh, it's been a lifesaver. And I always keep the grate in there and I keep it clean. So after having all those tomatoes and okra and stuff in there, it was time to clean my sink. So I took the time to do that. And then now, when I wake up from a nap in the afternoons, I like to have another cup of coffee or a cup of tea or something. And then now I did that. I did that after we woke up from a nap, before we went outside, and then before I started all this processing. So now I'm cleaning my coffee pot, and I'm going to go ahead and get it ready for in the morning. So I'm going to wash my hands, and I'm looking for my towel. I can't find it. We're going to we're fixing to put the granola in the oven. And I think, y'all, it's 325 or 350 for about 20 minutes. Then I take it out, kind of mix it up a little bit to get the other side, and then put it back in there just for a few more minutes. And I found my towel. I'm talking to myself again, y'all. This is how I function. This is just what I do. And now, y'all, it is getting close to supper time. Dear hubby is fixing to come in from outside working, moving cows. Oh, yeah, he just walked through the door. That's right. He just walked through the door. And he's like, I'm hungry. Let's eat. Then he tells me about all of his cow troubles that they had. And so now we're just fixing to sit down and eat supper and thank the Lord for leftovers. Because you remember in my last video before this one, I made those baguettes. And I told you that we were going to be eating off those for supper. Well, we had those baguettes with spaghetti sauce one night. So, yeah, we are having some leftover spaghetti, thank goodness, because we were just tired by the time we got done with first round and then now round 2. So, I am so thankful for leftovers. And y'all, since I've been cleaning my kitchen 50 times today, we are paper plating it tonight. So I'm fixing my plate, I'm fixing his plate, and yes, we're just going to paper plate it and sit down, have supper together. And we had, and some of those tomatoes that I saved, we've got some roasted tomatoes there that we ate fresh that night too, when I made that bread, the baguettes. So I'm going to get our plates heated up and clean as I go, set everything over to the side. I'm loving my trash cans right there beside me as I work at my island. They have become lifesavers too. When we designed our kitchen, I think we did a very good job. And I found me some handles to go on my tumbler, y'all. And I had to have a cow. I love those handles. They're Velcro and they stick to the tumblers without sliding. And now I have a handle on my tumblers. Y'all, I got them off Amazon. You can find them in my Amazon store. Um, on my, I believe it's my kitchen essentials list, and they come in different colors. And why does it take forever for something to get done in the microwave, especially when you're standing there waiting and you're starving? So I'm going to check on them while I'm waiting. And it was so hot in that roaster. So, y'all, we are going to sit down and take a break and eat our supper right now. I think I've still got the pickled okra to get done. I've finished eating my supper. It's time to get the granola out of the oven. And y'all, I kid y'all not, I wound up eating supper by myself because it never fails. Every time we sit down to eat supper, dear hubby will get a phone call and he had to get up and go outside and check on something. So I finished my supper and I took his and I put it in the microwave, and he came back inside, and I'm just heating it up for him one more time. Maybe he can sit down and eat now without anybody bothering him. But y'all, that's just part of running a farm. That's just part of business phone calls. You know, they interrupt at the most inappropriate times. So it's all right. I finished eating supper by myself and I just put his up till he came back in. So I'm heating it up for him now. I'm getting the rest, everything out of the water bath. Everything is finished processing. We're all done. I'm just cutting all my lights off, all my bells and whistles. And now we're going to start cleaning up a little bit, throwing my stuff away from supper, throwing things over in the sink, just some forks and stuff. I'll put that in the dishwasher, not the sink. I am going to get this granola. It's cooled off a little bit where I can touch it and get it ready to go in a canister. I'm going to get this granola poured up in my canister here. I like to put my granola in an airtight canister so that way I can just put it up in my pantry and have it for whenever I get ready to have some yogurt and some blueberries. And y'all, this stuff tastes pretty good. So I'm just going to get that put in my pantry. Dear hubby's finally getting off the phone, so I am going to get his plate out of the microwave and serve him to where he can finally sit down. I'm going to put it on the table for him. And we're still waiting. Bless his heart. He might get to eat sometime tonight. I'm just going to start putting away all of my things I've got on the counter. And maybe he'll get to sit down here in a minute and finally eat his supper. And bless his heart, he finally gets to sit down and enjoy his meal. And would y'all believe me if I told y'all that I actually have another project I've got to start the very next day? Of course, we're in the throes of gardening season, y'all, and harvesting. It's not over yet. So I brought a basket full of jars into the kitchen, and I'm already going to load up my dishwasher, get them washed and everything during the night, and have them ready to go first thing in the morning. Yeah, my project for tomorrow is actually all of that sauce that's going right now in those roasters. That's what I'm washing all the jars for. So I'm at least going to have that step out of the way. So I'm assessing my kitchen tonight. I think I'm done for the night, and we are ready to call it a day. We're exhausted. This is what our days can look like some days on the farm in the throes of summertime, farming and gardening and harvesting and preserving, and it will wear you out sometimes. But just remember to take care of yourself, rest when you can, and just start again and do it all the next day. This is what we do on our farm.